Hi everyone, this is number 13, the Atssb number 13, and we're just going to go over a few things regarding this slow etude here, a few things to think about. Obviously, with something like this, dynamics, there's a ton of dynamic contrast written in the music here, and so trying to do that and make a real difference. You know, it's not a matter of just doing what's printed on the page, but seeing if you can make as big of a difference between your forte and then your piano there, really provide a huge difference for the listener, okay? That's gonna be massive in this one because a lot of people aren't gonna do anything. So if you can really provide a big amount of dynamic contrast there, you'll stand out, okay? Think about some arrival points in the phrases or the goal notes. So at the beginning, I'm kind of going to measure 3 and then measure 4. So, so really finding some of those goal notes, those places, those arrival points like that, and circle them in your music if you want. I ask my students to do this all the time. Find the important notes in the phrase, the goal notes in the phrases, and go ahead and circle them. And it helps you see it on the page visually with providing some real direction there, okay? And that'll make a real difference in this one. Measure 6. So we have this D sharp going to B, then going to C sharp, then going to D sharp, right? So if on your clarinet you had the alternate E flat key or D sharp key here, like I do, this is the place to use it because you can go, and then there you don't have to slide like it says there. You see it says slide, okay? If you don't have the alternate E flat key or D sharp key here, then you can try the slide as it's indicated, as the editor indicated there in the book, sliding between the B and the C sharp. So the left hand B down to the C sharp. So you're going to pull your pinky, when you get to the B, you're going to pull your pinky down to that C sharp there, all right? I have seen some people try to slide from the D sharp down to the B. I mean, if you can do that and you prefer that one, it's a little further. So I think the easier slide is what the editor indicated there, is B down to C sharp, sliding between the B and the C sharp, okay? That's probably the easier slide. But if you have the alternate E flat key, this is the time to use it. It's a fortunate key to have in this kind of situation, right? Okay, let's see. Really think about, when we perform this, we want to think about the big B, okay? I think you want to think in a slow 3. I think it'll help it be more musical if you can do that. If we're thinking that quarter note count, all right, I think it's going to help us be more musical in the end. However, because there's so many small notes in here, small subdivisions, we've got 16ths, we've got 32nds, got 8th notes, got 16th triplets, right? So there's a lot going on. So if you want to put your metronome on the 8th click, as you're learning this, so that you really make sure that all of your 16th notes, all of your 16th triplets, and all those 32nd notes are really accurate and they're really in the right place. I think I would probably do that. So that lick I just played. Right? So just having that 8th click there as you're learning it can really help make sure that everything is lining up the way it needs to be, okay? Oh, let's see. In measure 13, we have this F sharp to E sharp to F sharp. So, and then it goes down to the C sharp, right? So we've got on beat 2, so I would play the F sharp fork, the chromatic F sharp, all right? I would play it like that, go to the E sharp, and then what I do is I go back to the chromatic F sharp, and then slide my fingers down onto the tone hole so that I can get to the C sharp. One thing that helps make that possible a little bit better is the fact that we tongue the C sharp, right? So the second F sharp is the end of the slur, and then the C sharp, the next note, is the start of the next slur. So there's a little bit of a space there where we're going to re-articulate the C sharp. And that sort of gives us time to make that slide down there, right? All right? If you don't like doing that, and you find that that slide is kind of cumbersome, or you don't feel good about doing it consistently under pressure, in the tryout, you can flip back to the regular F sharp for the second F sharp. So you would go, right? So you would play fork F sharp, then you would go to E sharp, and then flip back to the F sharp for the second one. So if you don't want to do that little slide, you can always flip on the second F sharp, okay? But I think if you practice the slide a little bit, I think you'll find you can do it, and it'll be maybe a little bit smoother than flipping in the slur, okay? Mess around with that a little bit and see. I think it just takes a little bit of practice, and you may be able to make that work for you. The only other thing I see in here, measure 14, is the chromatic F sharp, right? We're going to use the chromatic F sharp there in measure 14. All right, make sure you're doing that. There's no reason to be doing that business. Okay, there in measure 14. Use the chromatic F sharp there for sure. All right. So this one, it's the slow etude. So a lot of huge dynamic contrast would be great here. All right, making sure that the rhythms are correct, so that the 8ths, the 16ths, the 16th triplets, and the 30 seconds are all where they need to be. All right, that's important in this one. So just pay attention to that stuff. Start out slow, maybe with your metronome on the 8th click, and then move to the larger beat, the quarter note beat. Feel that quarter note when you go to perform it. Okay, good luck.